And so the thing is, women are approaching relationships with feeling. And so what happens is that their feelings go, all over the place sometimes, right? So what happens is that you can't approach relationships just with feeling. It's not to say that you can't feel anything, but feeling can't be at the forefront. You understand what I'm saying? Feeling has to be in the background. Right. Meaning like, I got feelings for this chick, but that's in the background. That's not the foreground. And so, the thing is, and the reason why, and this is why, I talked about this before, about a man being in love. You know what I'm saying? Where a man shouldn't necessarily be falling in love or being in love. It's more you can love a woman, but you can't necessarily be in love, because being in love and that all is just that emotion you feel at the moment. You feel what I'm saying? So, right. So if you're dealing with a woman, you deal with her in the sense of this. Is you say, okay, because some guys will be like, well, if a chick's not loyal, what's the point of even like really getting with a girl? You understand? What's the point of even like having a girlfriend, or what's the point of being with a girl long term, whatever? And you should just like have sex with them and keep it moving and all this other stuff. See, the thing is that you have to look at it in a practical way. You say, okay, well, I'm with this chick, right? Now, what am I trying to do in my life? And how do I fit this chick in my life for the time she's going to be here to get the most out of the situation, right? Because she could be with me for a week, or she can be with me for 5 years. Who knows? We don't, at this point, who knows? We'll see what happens. But even if she's only with me for a week, right? What can I do with this chick for that week that's going to benefit my shit? You see what I'm saying? Right. And so that should be the thought when you're dealing with women, period. It's not just about, sex and feelings. You feel what I'm saying? A lot, you got to think beyond that, because again, the fact that you understand that women aren't necessarily just going to just be loyal just because, right? You have to say, okay, knowing that I know that a woman can leave me at any time, what am I doing to get the best out of the situation while she's here? That's what you need to be thinking about. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. But unfortunately, guys, what it is that they spend so much time trying to sort of cultivate a situation where they can sort of bask in their feelings for the woman. You feel what I'm saying? And then so when the chick leaves, or when the chick don't want to, be with them no more, or whatever it is, they lose their fucking mind. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But see, if you already had the idea or the thought in your head or the knowledge to understand that this could be done at any time, then your focus wouldn't be on, let me try to make this last. It's about, let me do the things in the situation, in the moments that's going to benefit me while this is lasting. While I can. Right.
While
you see what I'm saying? Exactly. That's what you got to do.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But dudes be in their feelings so much, which is why they can't make that happen. Because again, like the saying goes, she's not yours, it's just your turn. That shit is mm-hmm. true. Because the mm-hmm. thing is that if you start to grab on and hold tight and get attached, right? That's the thing that's the thing that really hurts you in the end. You feel what I'm saying? It's just like if you if you you got to think of it like business. When you hire someone, you're hiring them with the knowledge that at some point this person may quit, or you may have to fire them. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It may go down that way. Now you may have some employees that will be with you till forever. You understand what I'm saying? But most of the time, most of the employees that come into your business, they're not going to be there forever. You understand what I'm saying? And so while they're there, you just utilize the time you have with them and do what you need to do to make it benefit you. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And that's the same thing you do with women. It's like women are passing through. You understand what I'm saying? They're passing through. Women are the employees. You understand what I'm saying? And we're the fucking CEOs. We're the fucking managers. We're the bosses. We have to deal with all the other shit. You feel what I'm saying? So we can't get emotional about an employee leaving because we still got a company to run. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's what you gotta. That's how you gotta look at the shit. You understand? Because when the employee comes to the company, they're like, I'm here because I need to get a paycheck. You understand? And
right, not because I like you or anything like that.
Right, exactly, right. I need this
paycheck. You ain't my friend.
Right.
I need money.
Right, exactly. Like I'm cooperating with you for the time being, and I'm in this position for the time being because this is where I need to be right now. Now, if another company comes my way, or I find another company that can pay me more, then I'm out. You feel what I'm saying? It's the same concept. You feel what I mean?
Right.
And see, the thing is, when we talk about the survival of the woman, she's like, what's the best deal that I can get out of these situations? What's the best situation that I can follow right now? Because that's what it is. The employee's like, what's the best place where I can get the most money to be able to survive more comfortably? You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so you can't expect that woman to just be, or that employee, to go with the analogy, to just be like, well, I'm going to stay here forever and be loyal to you, even though I have this other offer. You understand what I'm saying? Because he's like, why? You understand? And again, it don't matter that she's this employee's been with you for fucking 2 years. You know what I'm saying? And you gave them their first job or whatever in this field. They don't give a fuck. You understand what I'm saying? It's you know what I mean? And so you got to understand that you can't, like, once you start putting your feelings into it as a man when you're dealing with these women like this, again, it's going to, that's the type of shit that fucks with you. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're not understanding what's really going on. Because just like you can have an employee that you really liked and be like, damn, so and so was such a good employee. I hate to see you go, but hey, I know you got to do what you got to do. You feel what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? You got to have that sort of mentality and shit with it. But see, this is the problem with a lot of guys. The reason why it's hard for guys to come to terms with this is because most guys are like a small company, right? That is struggling, and they feel they need that one employee to help them, or else they're going to fucking crash. You feel what I'm saying? That's how these guys look at the fucking situation. They don't look at themselves as like a huge company that, you understand what I'm saying, that has hundreds of employees, and they're just like, hey, you're just another employee coming through. We're gonna do what we got to do, and either work out or it don't, and it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and that's the type of energy that you need to have. And again, it's not about, because I think a lot of times when we talk about stuff like this, I think guys think we're saying like, don't have any feelings or don't have any emotions or don't care. Like, look, if you like a chick, you're going to like the chick. You understand what I'm saying? It is what it is. You're going to have some feelings to it. I'm not, you understand what I'm saying? But the thing is, you have to, what's the name of that show? Curb Your Enthusiasm. You feel what I'm saying? You got to curb that shit, bro. Right. Like, and that's the thing. You gotta be able to know how to do that shit, man. Because I'm telling you, feel all the feelings, but if you don't understand this type of shit, you're gonna be worse off. This is why you had, like, there was a story. Damn, I should have. We should have had it in the news stories, but I saw it. I think it was like last week or whatever. There was a motherfucker who was with this woman, right? And I think she had, like three kids or something, 3 or 4 kids, whatever. So he had a girlfriend. She had 3 or 4 kids, and they broke up. So she broke up with him, right? Then he found out that she went to the beach with some other random dude, I guess, or whatever, right? So this nigga got so mad that he fucking not only killed her, but he killed her kids. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, you see?
So like, yo, that's crazy.
Just because she went to the beach?
Yeah, she went to the beach with some other dude. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
And I think they was already broken up. So I think the relationship was over or whatever. She went to the beach, some random dude. He found out. He got jealous and fucking, killed this chick and the kids. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And so this is what I'm saying, where that's the type of fucking rage that motherfuckers go through when they don't realize that this is how the game goes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
it's crazy. But yeah, Miles, what you gonna say? I think I was talking.
No, I was gonna say that there is okay, like, you know, men and women feel feelings.
Right.
Everybody feels feelings. It's a human thing. Like,
Right.
nobody's saying that, you know, you're supposed to be walking around here like a goddamn robot or nothing like that, right? But there's something called indulging in your emotions.
Exactly.
You understand?
Right. Mm-hmm.
There's and that's what women do. Women indulge in their emotions. They get really into it. You know, it's like a difference. So here's the difference between, you know, either feeling something and indulging, or dealing with something and then indulging.
Right.
When you go to a restaurant and you eat they fucking ask you, do you want dessert?
Right.
And you get a fucking like slice of cake or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you're a man, and you know, you probably don't really fuck with sweets that much, but you on a date and whatever. So you take the cake, and then you have like 2 or 3 bites of the shit, but you don't finish it. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Now that's you enjoying the cake.
Right.
Okay? Now you have some bitches or some, like, you know, some people who are like super gluttonous or whatever, and they want to indulge in something.
Right.
Them motherfuckers will go to the bakery and buy a whole fucking cake and eat the whole cake by themselves. That's indulging.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's the difference between what women do and what men do when it comes to emotions. It's like when a man has feelings, like, he'll probably call up his boy real quick and like maybe talk about that, like his close boy,
Right.
and he'll talk about that shit real quick, and then move on.
Right.
It's like, okay, well, you feel the feelings, you talked it over, and then boom, it's over, it's done. But a woman wants to fucking talk about that shit. She want to cry about it. She want to fucking, you understand? Like, she want to have a fucking pity party. She want all her friends to fucking come around in a circle and cry and hold her and fucking, you understand what I'm saying? That's what women like. So, and the thing is that sometimes men, truth be told, there's a lot of guys out there that and I did a video about this called Pussy Envy the other day. Right? It's a lot of men who, being that they're falling for the fucking agenda of emasculating men and all this type of shit. They're kind of like, they become envious of the freedom and the extremes that women get to take with their emotions.
Right. Exactly.
You understand? And there's a part of them that wants to mimic that shit. There's a part of them that